Hey guys, welcome back to Bleezy Gaming. So today I'm going to be doing Lower Deck Season 2 Episode 2 review. And this episode is called Keithshans Keep His Eyes Open. So yeah, let's get started. So the first topic we're going to be talking about today in this review is the characters. And the characters in this episode are Tendy, Rutherford, Mariner, Jet, Freeman, and Boimler. Next, we're going to be talking about the summary for this episode. So the summary for this episode is that Jet got transferred to Beta Shift, and Mariner and Jet almost have a rivalry about who should be in charge. But then they figure out that they should all be equal, I guess, instead of just one person being in charge. So for this episode, they have a mission to collect possible dangerous items from the guild, the Collectors Guild, because the collector has died and they want to auction off his items, but they want to get rid of items that could possibly be, dangerous, hostile. That's a couple words. We're going to talk about some new species, and this one is Temerian. So, I have never personally seen this species, I guess, so that's why I'm saying it's a new species. But if you guys have seen it, then comment down below, because I would like to know. Next, we're going to be talking about Freemans Plot. And we're going to be talking about just everyone's plot. And in this one in Freeman's Plot is to find out that she doesn't have to listen to Starfleet's critics, because there was a Starfleet evaluation for captains, and she got the results back, and it said that she was a micromanager, and that proved that when she didn't micromanage, that everything kind of went south. So she found out that she didn't have to listen to Star Trek critics. Next, we're going to be talking about Keithshans Plot. So Keithshans Plot is to be introduced to the series and to take the blow for Tendy, because Tendy would have been made into a puppet by this self-defense I don't know how you say this, mechanism, kinda, and it was to make them become part of the dead collector's collection. So yeah. He got turned into a puppet for a bit, and then he got turned back in the end of the episode, though. We're gonna next be talking about Mariner's part of the plot. So it was to fight with Jet and to be able to stand not being in charge this whole time. So yeah, that was definitely different from Mariner, because in the past episodes we've seen that she is really the one that's in charge. Next, we're going to be talking about Jet's part of the plot. So in Jet's part of the plot is to prove that he isn't just some suck up to higher ranks, because in the past, I think we've all seen it, that he seems to almost be like that person who is just trying to rank up and isn't actually there for the job, kind of like they're trying to become higher ranks type thing. So it was cool to see some further character development with him. Next, we're going to be talking about Tendy's part of the plot, and her part of the plot is to help the crew for the mission escape the ship. So the crew on the mission was Mariner, Jet, Tendy, and Rutherford, and they were trapped in this room by these vacuum robots that were gonna kill them, and Tendy recognized the bones and was like, if we can create enough friction with these, then they become acidic and they can melt through stuff. So that's how they escaped the ship. So yeah. Next, we're going to be talking about Boimler's plot. So his plot in the episode was to come back to the Cerritos and to kind of help the Titan remember, the Titan crew kind of remember why they really wanted to join Starfleet. Next is we're going to be talking about Rutherford's plot. And Rutherford's plot was to actually also help Tendy escape. So basically help her apply friction to the bones and also help her kind of come up with the idea. So that's it for plot. Next, we're going to be moving on to what I liked about the episode. And what I liked about this episode was that Boimler's back. I was really excited because it just wasn't the same. Next, we're going to also be talking about how we just got a new security chief. I was pretty excited about that because in season 1, episode 10, the Shax was killed. So, since Shax was killed, they obviously needed to have the new security chief. So I was glad that they did something with that. I'm glad they did it this episode because it needed to be addressed early in the season. For plot development type reasons, but I also didn't want it to be in the first episode because I felt like we needed to kind of almost just like kind of see what's going on more, I guess. Focus a little bit more on what's been happening like for a while instead of like just go straight to the security chief, because I felt like there was some more stuff that they did need to cover more than that. So I like that they did it this episode. I also like the humor. So how offended Freeman was when they called her a micromanager and that type of thing. So I thought that was funny. I also thought it was funny how Boimler was being such a nerd about like every moment in Riker's life, and even though that was like it was cool, but it was also kind of funny because it fits Boimler's character really well because he's kind of like a nerd for like Enterprise D and stuff like that. So yeah, that was just funny. So if you're wondering why it just says Kalis's helmet, is because I couldn't find a picture of Kalis's helmet, so I just had to put a text box there. So we're going to be talking about the Easter eggs, and the Easter eggs are that Riker was in this episode, and that the Collectors Guild, because they were trying to, they were the guild that was trying to get Data. So they mentioned Data, so he's an Easter egg in here too. We saw Kalis's helmet, and that's why the octopusy looking dude, he took it, so that's what triggered the whole alarm system to happen. So, yeah. Next we're going to be talking about plot development. So, in plot development, we got a new security chief, Boimler's back, and we're finally getting to see more of Jet. So, for a while, he was just kind of a side character, and now he's kind of, I think they're going to try to integrate him, I think, more into the series, I think. Yeah. So that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment and all that great stuff. And tune in Sunday for our next video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.